Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading. It's a wild and windy Monday afternoon here in South Africa. We still have a country, we still have a government, sort of. If it can be called a government, really, just my opinion. And shall I throw in an allegedly? But anyway, our own little bit of trouble here in this country. Today, I'm sure that plenty of you have got your own bits of trouble in your countries too. So let's move on to the royal family, who very much have their own trouble. They don't have to go looking for trouble. It might be appearing on the balcony at the coronation if Harry and Meghan get their wishes, according to the stories that are floating around. And the stories that are floating around are that Harry and Meghan are busy with negotiations with the royals and have a list of demands for the day. It does sound rather typical, doesn't it? Let's make some demands. We trash your reputation, and then we'll demand things that make us look better and make you look worse. And what they want apparently is appearance on the balcony. They were not allowed on the balcony at the Jubilee. The Queen was very firm about that, the late Queen, and made a very early announcement that only working royals would be on the balcony. So that shut them up. They were trying very hard to make it happen last time around. Again now, trying to make it happen. All kinds of press releases about these alleged negotiations and list of demands. We want to be on the balcony. Archie's birthday has got to be acknowledged some sort of formal way. And another story that's going around is that Harry wants people to be friendly and nice to them. Obviously, it rankled that people just shunned them outright. First of all at the Jubilee, and then at the funeral. Didn't speak to them, gave them the cold shoulder, made them feel very unloved and unwanted and unwelcomed. And what a surprise. I wonder why. So we're going to just look at the balcony story now. And I have got the Crow Tarot on the tarot table today. And I'm going to do just a look at the various individuals. Harry, Meghan, King Charles and William, and then we're going to look at outcomes, potential outcomes in the current energy. We're going to look and see whether they will actually get their wish, their alleged wish, and appear on that balcony. And if they are there, will we see Archie and Lilibet? Should I say Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet? Will they appear? And my microphone seems to have slipped right down, so I hope you can hear me. I'm just shuffling a little bit more. Just a quick reading. I'm going to keep dipping in and doing these will they, won't they readings, because the energy is still very volatile. Lots of things to get through, lots of scenarios could possibly unfold. And I think we have our cards now. It's a very, very jumpy tarot deck. I don't think I've used this deck for a while. And so we're going to just have a look and see what is going on. They are trying very hard to manifest this seemingly. They're also trying to manifest getting onto the cover of Time magazine again. If you go and look at certain Twitter accounts, if you can stomach those Twitter accounts. But anyway, trying to manifest an appearance on the balcony. I suppose Netflix needs the footage, and Archie and Lilibet need the footage to establish themselves in life. Otherwise, what are they? Nothing at all. This is my speculation, and let's remind you, as I put the final cards out, tarot for fun and entertainment, all opinion, all archetypal energy, all speculation. Disclaimer in the box below. And who has showed up as our underlying energy? Haven't seen this card for a while. Well, actually, I'm going to use this tarot deck's twin Crow Tarot in, well, it's not really twin, but it's also a Crow Tarot in the next reading. And I had to do a bit of artwork on that devil just before the start of the readings today. Otherwise, I would be in trouble with the machine, with my marker pen. But we've got old Scratch out there. The devil. Trouble, a toxic situation. The devil, a situation that you're bound to, you're kind of almost obsessed with or addicted to, can't get rid of. It's lies, it's anger, it's deception, it's addiction, it's all kinds of terrible things, the devil. And that is what we are dealing with, and that is what the royal family are dealing with too. And it's also Capricorn energy, but I think we can just take it on face value as being a toxic situation that we are all very aware of, and that is causing a lot of trouble. And oh, please come out and say only working royals on the balcony and make it official and let's get it over with. But no. So what's the general situation? What's going on? I quite like to see that card. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, I beg your pardon. 9 of Cups in reverse. We had that card yesterday too, and I was equally delighted to see a 9 of Cups in reverse in yesterday's reading. But 9 of Cups in reverse, someone's wish is not fulfilled. This is a dream, this is a hope, this is on the bucket list, on the vision board. Probably on Netflix's vision board too, but nah, not going to happen. Sorry. You don't get your wish fulfilled. Could also be someone like King Charles's wish that secretly he would like Harry and Meghan to be there with Archie and Lilibet. And look at me, I'm the king and I have 2 wonderful sons and their beautiful families lined up next to me, instead of I have a fractured family and a dreadful son who is a drug addict, and by his own admission a drug addict, and has mental health problems and is married to a malignant narcissist, as many people speculate, and they're in terrible trouble. And of course, all just opinion and speculation and rumor and all of those lovely things. And that's why we do tarot, to explore that energy. This is the Harkles. This is Harry and Meghan. This is the royals. This is the king, and this is William, and this is outcome. Will we see kids? So Harry first. Does Harry desperately want to be on that balcony? It's got the sun in reverse. I would say no, actually. I'd say he's almost, afraid of being on that balcony. And in one of Neil Sean's wilder tales, although some of them do sometimes come true, he was talking about how Harry is afraid to go back, I'm not in the UK, to go back to the UK unless his guru went with him. That allegedly room had to be made for the guru. I don't know whether in Westminster Abbey itself, hold his hand, fan him while he faints in the aisle, but allegedly he needs some moral support, immoral support you might also say, given the strange path he has ventured down in his hostility towards his family. And I'm not accusing the guru of immorality, I am accusing Harry of immorality, just to be clear. In my opinion, Sun in reverse is a very unhappy man, a man who actually wants to shun the spotlight and avoid the crowd, and avoid the noise and the ceremony and the happy day. For him, it's not a happy day, not at all. One can speculate that is because Queen Camilla will be there on the balcony too. But for Harry, this is something of a nightmare. He wants to skulk in the shadows. He does not want to be there. I'm sure that he imagines that there might be some rotten eggs flying his way from the crowd, whether actual or metaphoric. And in my readings, I always get the crowd being very restrained and not nearly rude enough for my tastes. But anyway, that is what it is. And no, not a happy man. Definitely doesn't want to be there. But how about Madame? The Princess Meghan, Temperance. She would like to be there. She definitely would like to be there. She would like to be there as part of this, oh well, I'm the one that's maintained my cool in the situation. Harry's the one who's gone and written a nasty book about the royal family. I haven't said anything, not since Oprah, and not unless you go on Twitter, where I might secretly be posting things, but only secretly, and one can only speculate and never confirm that it is her. But I am the peacemaker here, Temperance. I am the one who will bring harmony back to the royal family if you allow me onto the balcony, and I will wave in my most gracious way, and the crowd will fall under my sway again, and let me pour my healing balm over the situation. How does King Charles feel? He's always the one that everyone thinks, and probably rightly so, is the one that's most conflicted about this, because darling boy. So does he want darling boy on the balcony? Yes, he does. He wants darling boy on the balcony. It's judgment. Judgment is all about the second coming, a return, an awakening. He wants Harry to have an awakening and realize where his duty lies and come back. Come back, darling boy. and stand on the balcony and be there by my side. He does want it. It's a judgment is awakening, it's decision, it is a return, a second coming, a second chance. All of those things. We're getting huge cards in this reading. We've got the devil, we've got the sun, temperance, judgment. The king does want it. He does want it, but I think he also realizes, because it is judgment, he realizes that he will be judged if this goes ahead, and if Harry is there on the balcony after all the things he's said and done, and accused the royals of and his disgraceful behavior, then it will be a judgment on the king as well. So he's in very, very, very tricky situation. How does the Prince of Wales feel, Prince William, about having Harry and Meghan on the balcony? And that's a very surprising card, the Four of Wands, because that is a yes. That is it's okay. It's minor arcana compared with everything else that's going around. But it's 4 wands. And I'm very surprised to see that card, because I would have thought that of all the people, William would be the one that says, absolutely not over my dead body will I stand there with that wretch and his even more wretched wife, that woman. Why would I do it? But for some reason, he seems to feel, and we might have to clarify that card, he seems to feel that the royal family needs this for some reason, needs to look solid, needs to look stable, the firm, the foundation. It's about celebration, the Four of Wands, very much the celebration card, and that if they aren't there on that balcony, then it might weaken the royal family in some catastrophic way. Of course, the slings and arrows will be coming from Montecito if they aren't there. I'm very surprised by this card. Very, very, very not surprised by that card at all. Not surprised by any of these cards. And of course, it looks like someone's not getting their wish fulfilled here. So I'm not sure about outcome. Let's see. We've got many weeks to go still. And energy could change, but this is such an odd card, unexpected, especially when you have Old Scratch underlying everything, and I've got Fluffy pacing now and patrolling, and she does tend to scratch the furniture. Perhaps she's realized that it's her cue to come on stage and do some scratching. But let's see outcome. Are we going to see Harry and Meghan on that balcony on the fateful day? We've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. I don't think so. It's a letting go of something that you've been hanging on to, the Four of Pentacles. It's unstable. It's a 4 that's in reverse. Instability always. Something that's prized out of someone's fingers. It's holding cards close to your chest, the Four of Pentacles. This is your wish, this is your dream, this is what you need to make you feel secure. And it's quite a blocked energy, people always say, with the Four of Pentacles readers, because always the pentacle is over the heart chakra and it's blocking the heart energy, it's blocking that love. Because the person involved is mean and controlling and hard and only interested in pentacles. But the card is in the reverse. It's a letting go. It's a giving up energy. So I don't think we're going to see them despite all of this. But possibly, you can see sun when I move. Possibly, it is William's just trying to keep the peace and not expressing too much of an opinion, leaving it to others to sort out and not getting too involved, and just trying to keep his calm and keep his patience and whatever. She's the one who's most invested in this, because she's the one who wants to come across as looking angelic. The Temperance card is the angel. We've got the devil, which is the true energy, in my opinion. That's just me, in my opinion, my intuition telling me that. But that's what she wants to come across at. And William is kind of matching it in a sense. The decision is here. This is the decision maker. Judgment. It is his decision. And it looks ultimately as if there's going to be a falling away. Let's see if we're going to see kids there. This will give us a clearer answer. We've got King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is about authority and stability and the father and the husband and the provider. and the boss. But I'm not seeing kids in that card. I'm not seeing kids at all. I don't think so. I don't think so. We might get some mention. The king might mention. Once he is on that throne, he's accomplished his goal of safely getting onto that throne. There might be some birthday announcement for Archie. Because we're in Taurus season then. We've got an Earth King. And so we might get the king making some announcement about Archie, darling Prince Archie's birthday today. And let's not forget that, but that's not a child. It's the absolute opposite of a child card. I think they're not gonna make it. They're not gonna be able to manifest this. They're very, very, very interesting card. I want to clarify William's energy just briefly. I also just through this reading have had my eye on this card as well, the World in reverse, which is not a successful completion of something. So there's the sun. I forgot to shut the blinds before I started this reading, but never mind, you can see some African sun, and you can see it's a windy day, a windy March afternoon. I don't think that they're going to be successful. But tell me about this Four of Wands for William. What's going on with that Four of Wands? Why does he look so comfortable with the Harkles being there? And I've got a Two of Wands because he's got a plan. He's got a plan. He's got something up his sleeve with that Two of Wands. He's in control of the situation at some level. He might even still, despite everything, have some plan for his brother. And we hear constantly about William will never forgive Harry and blah, blah, blah. But then we also hear how concerned the royals are about the drugs and the abuse and the toxic home situation and whatever else. And he might have his own plan afoot for that person who wants to avoid the whole thing and is not comfortable at all showing his face. So there might be more going on behind the scenes that we are aware of regarding Harold, the return of Harold, the desired return of Harold. There is a plan afoot. Something might be brewing that we don't know about. And yeah, and I think that is where we're going to stop the reading. I was going to pull another card on that Four of Pentacles, but given the circumstances, given the Nine of Cups there in reverse and that Four of Pentacles in reverse, I don't think so. I don't think that they're going to get their desire, the Parkles, or she is not going to be able to get this. I'm back in the firm. Give me all that money. That the Four of Pentacles upright would really indicate that she's managed to squeeze her way back onto that balcony for show. Not going to happen. Doesn't look like it right now, but there is some very interesting and strange energy in this reading. That card and that card. So we're going to read on it again as we draw closer. I'm glad Old Scratch showed up. Always happy when I see that card. Confirms everything for me. And thank you for watching. I'm going to hop on to the next reading now.